Binary Piecast. A humble slice of PC gaming pie.
Welcome to the Binary Piecast, PC Gaming Podcast. I'm your host, Cody, and I have my other host, Oren. How's it going, man?
Oh, good.
Good?
Yes.
Same
Very
old
sunny.
shit, different day?
Yeah.
Is it actually sunny there?
It's actually sunny here.
That's crazy, because it's like all cloudy and nice and cool, and looks like it could like just rain all day long here.
Oh, sounds like home.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's actually sunny there. Wow. Oh, man. So what have you been up to?
Not a lot. Work, mostly.
I hear you, man. We're kind of in the midst of packing everything up for a move, and that's actually why we didn't record a podcast last week, because we were in the middle of packing stuff up, and it's still continuing. It's like a never-ending thing, packing up for moving. So we're still doing that, but decided to hop on here real quick and shoot another episode so you guys can hear our beautiful voices and picture our amazing faces. And
bacon.
My beard. Screw the bacon. It's all about the beard.
Beard.
No, I'm kidding. I pray to the bacon gods.
Bacon beard.
Bacon beard. My beard usually does have bacon in it at some point. Some point in the day, it's usually got bacon in it.
So you prepared for a packed lunch?
I did. It's like snacks all day long. I don't even have to heat it up. But to jump into it, what have you been playing, man?
Okay, I haven't played much. I have played one big game that I'm not allowed to talk about.
Boo!
Boo!
I so want to hear you talk about this.
Yeah, NDA. If you don't understand what an NDA is, it's a non-disclosure agreement. I'm not allowed to say what I've been playing. I'm not allowed to talk about it. I'm not allowed to take screenshots or video or anything.
Can you at least say if it's awesome?
I can at least say it's better than awesome.
Oh my god, I so don't even need to get into this.
Put it this way, the game is so awesome that I am prepared to pre-order it.
Wow, that's pretty good.
I'm never pre-order stuff.
That's pretty good. I don't usually pre-order stuff either, unless it's just like a huge game that I'm looking forward to. And this one is a huge game that I'm looking forward to.
Yep. No, everyone's going to be like, what the hell are they talking about?
Too damn bad. We play by the rules on this podcast.
Yeah.
Even though we don't want to.
No. I want to talk, but I can't.
Is that pretty much been sucking your life away?
Yeah, I stopped because I need to do work.
I hear you. Man, that's cool. I've been really wanting to check that game out. I can't wait till it's released. Have you played anything else with it?
Yeah, I've played a little bit more of Modern Warfare 2, which I've now uninstalled for the fact that I can do work.
Bastard!
It was eating me alive. It's just like, work, COD.
It's pretty good though, right?
Yeah, I'm just sucked in on it all. It's making me realize why I enjoyed COD so much.
I know a lot of people give Call of Duty flack, and I guess rightfully so. They release a new one every year, blah blah blah. Yeah, but it's fun. I mean, it is fun just to get in there and shoot people in the face.
Yeah, I don't like Activision's whole milking thing, but it is a fun game.
Yeah, sadly, we as consumers, we're the ones who are helping feed them with the milking. I mean, it's our fault that they keep releasing them year after year.
Yeah, but Guitar Hero got milked, it's now dead. Tony Hawk got milked, now it's dead. Assassin's Creed is being milked, and for all we know, it might die soon.
I think as a company, Ubisoft might die soon. We'll go there, though.
EA's the same, Need for Speed, whatever. Yeah. I've also played a new game that I've purchased. It was very cheap, though. It's called Wizorb. Don't know if you heard of this.
I think I actually have. I don't think I've seen any screenshots or anything, but what's that about?
It's basically Breakout or Arkanoid, but in a fantasy-like world, and you can shoot fireballs like a wizard.
I like it already.
And it was only £2. So I imagine it's about $3-4.
I'm looking at this on the Steam website now. Yeah, it's only $3. 60 levels. Yeah, that's what I love about PC gaming, man. You get so much content for so little money. Oh, this is like straight up old school 16-bit, isn't it?
Yeah. It's got a very nice soundtrack as well. To complement it.
Dude, that looks righteous. When you first look at it, you think it's like an old school action adventure or RPG, just going off the graphics and the way they have it set up. But it's a straight up like Arkanoid type game.
Yeah. Although, what I didn't know, outside of the whole main game, you can actually walk around in towns and stuff.
Oh, really?
Like an RPG.
Oh, very cool. Very good. It's available in like everything: Xbox Live, Windows, Mac, Linux. Very cool.
Yeah.
I might have to jump on that. I might have to do it.
Cheap and cheerful.
I know. That's what I love about PC gaming. So much content and so much fun for dirt cheap.
Oh, yeah.
Anything else, man?
No.
Just basically the game that we can't discuss.
Just the game I can't discuss. I so want to talk about it. There's so much I can talk about.
I know. I was so hoping that you were going to be able to do like videos and stuff like that. And then you told me it had the non-disclosure. I was like beating my head against the wall.
I know, right?
Because I just I got an invite to Ghost Recon Online, and in their disclosure, they said that you were free to take screenshots, post videos, whatever you wanted to of this game. And I was really excited for that because I was going to do some of those for my YouTube channel. And then I lost that email. I don't even know where the fuck my beta invite is. So I'm kind of feeling like a dumbass right now because I was actually looking forward to that because I never really played a Ghost Recon game before.
Yeah, you couldn't take screenshots or videos on this game anyway because it's covered in watermarks of your email address.
Oh yeah, you told me about that. That's kind of weird though, like the way they had to put your email address instead of just like maybe like the company logo or something like that.
Yeah. It's a very clever system, so if they find out, they can just ban you from the beta.
So true. That's funny though. Does that like impede your playing, or is it pretty transparent?
It's pretty transparent actually. Yeah.
That's cool. Well, I can see why they do it. It's going to be a big release, so
yeah.
We'll move off that though. I've pretty much been playing a lot of free-to-play type games. I haven't had a whole lot of time because of the moving and packing and work and the whole adult lifehood type thing. Bunch of
adult life.
But Team Fortress 2 took up a bunch of my time when I was able to play it. Of course, I love that game. And then we talked about it a little last time. I finally hopped on to Counter-Strike Source. I thought I had Counter-Strike 1.6 as well, but I guess I don't. Or maybe I had that like long time ago and I just can't find it. But I was playing some Counter-Strike Source, and man, I suck at Counter-Strike. No way around it. I'm absolutely terrible. And I don't know why. I think it was a lot harder to find noob-friendly servers.
Yeah,
like we're
will be.
Team Fortress 2. There's a lot of servers out there, and I don't have to go into the noob servers because I'm pretty decent at that game. But with Counter-Strike, I think there's just like a shit ton. It's like server overload, trying to find out, find a server that you're actually good at. And every time I hopped into the server, man, I got just annihilated. And of course, I didn't know any of the controls and stuff like that, so I was trying to figure out. It took me a good hour to figure out that I had to press B at the start of the game to buy different guns.
Yep.
I felt like a fucking idiot. I'm going around shooting the shit out of people with my pistol, and I'm getting killed in like one shot. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? How do you guys get these guns? And nobody would tell me either. They were being pricks about it. Like, they were in the game chat, and they were like all elitist and stuff, and they were just being complete assholes. So I had to hop on to Google real quick. I had to Google how to buy guns in Counter-Strike Source. But yeah,
what you can do is just press B and press A straight away, so it gives you automatically, the default weapons, like the M4 for the counter-terrorists and the AK for the terrorists.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Cool. I enjoyed it, though. I think I'm going to keep playing it, because I got some other friends that it seems like they play it regularly. But I do enjoy Team Fortress a lot better than Counter-Strike. I know they're not the same games per se, but Team Fortress is more my style of game. But other than that, I finally downloaded it and started playing League of Legends. And this game is top-notch. I absolutely love it. Have you ever played League of Legends before?
I've played a tiny bit. I played the tutorial, and I was like, no, I better get off this because I might get addicted.
Yeah, it's going to be easily. It's going to be an easy game to get addicted to. And I played with one of my buddies. He finally got me into it, and he's got a whole crew of his friends that play it. And they were very good about helping me out with it because I didn't have a chance to go through the tutorials, which I guess they have really good tutorials when you first start the game, but I didn't have a chance to go through those, so they helped me out. And basically what it is, it's kind of a play on, it's like a Dota type game. So it's kind of like an action RTS. It's not like a straight up RTS like StarCraft or Warcraft or anything like that. But what you do, you control a hero, and you go through and you progressively level up this hero and you buy new weapons and stuff like that. But you've got 3 different grids on these maps. You know, if you're playing 3-on-3, 5-on-5, or whatever, you know, sets they have in the game, and you've got 3 lanes. You've got an upper lane, a middle lane, and a lower lane, and then you go and you try to what they call champions, not heroes, what they call champions, and you try to destroy and kill the other champions, and then kill their defending area. So it's got a lot of those RTS elements to it, but you're not controlling like a group of companions or anything like that. You just primarily control your champion. It's really fun. Like I'm getting really addicted to it, and it's one of those free-to-play games. So if you have a Windows PC, you can download this, play it for absolutely nothing at all. But they do have microtransactions in the game. You know, they've got different champions with, you know, obviously better abilities and stuff like that you can buy, and different weapon sets and all that good stuff. But I haven't delved into any of that yet, though I could foresee myself spending a little bit of dough on this, even though it's completely unnecessary. But it's a lot of fun. I'm glad that they have this out there, and it seems like the community and the developers too really support this game. They just put out a shit ton of updates and content all the time for it. It reminds me a lot of and Team Fortress 2 in that aspect. You know, that everybody's continually supporting it. So it's a pretty cool game, man. You got to give it a chance.
I may do. Just to point out that the game is actually quite light on resources. So if you have a pretty cheap laptop, it should run it pretty well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course, I can't really say nothing because I was playing it on my beast laptop. But, yeah, I would imagine you'd be able to play this on almost any stock integrated chip.
I imagine it's going to have some competition when Valve brings their Dota game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Dota 2 is going to be pretty sweet, too. Though I've never played the original Dota, so I don't know how close they are to it. I might hop on that since it's a free mod and just try to, you know, kind of do a comparison between that and League of Legends.
I think they got some of the people involved in the original into Valve, I think.
Oh, really?
So they could be quite close.
Oh, that's very cool. Very cool. But yeah, dude, League of Legends is pretty legit. I like it a lot. I recommend anybody trying it out because it's, you know, don't let the whole RTS thing scare you away because it is not like... there's not a lot of micromanagement like there is in an RTS. So like StarCraft, you're constantly going back base to base, mining resources and stuff like that. And this has nothing to do with. I mean, this is almost straight up an action RPG. Think of it more like a Diablo mixed with an RTS rather than like StarCraft or Warcraft or anything like that. Because you're just primarily controlling your one character and leveling him up. That way you can get better weapons and kick people's asses. So.
It's not complex at all.
No, not at all.
Very accessible.
Now there is a lot of strategy to it as far as how you play it, you know, which lanes you take and stuff like that, which I haven't mastered yet. Obviously, there's better champions. So if you're taking like the middle lane, which is the hardest lane, you obviously want to roll like a tank champion, somebody that's got a lot of health and can deal a lot of damage and stuff like that. But you can do something that's a little quicker if you go with the outer lanes and stuff like that. But like I said, I haven't really gotten into it that far yet. I've got a shit ton of websites my buddy gave me to read up on and check out the different champions and their abilities and stuff. So that's probably what I'll be doing over the next couple of weeks is just playing some League of Legends.
Yeah.
Yep, that's basically it as far as what I've been playing. But there's been a shit ton of gaming news come out in the last couple weeks.
Yep.
A lot. You got anything you want to talk about in particular?
What can we go for first? This steering wheel I've discovered. It's quite cool. It's for PC only, I believe, and it's a motion sensing steering wheel. And it looks a lot like a Formula One steering wheel with a load of buttons and such. It's designed for racing simulators, I believe.
What's this
Don't know
bad boy
much.
called?
I
I think I remember seeing something on this.
Sim Raceway SRW S1.
That's a lot of acronyms for steering wheel.
There is a video for it, I believe, of them using it, so you can see it actually does work.
If we can find that, we'll put that in the show notes for you. Man, there's a lot of good like racing sims on PC. Like, I didn't realize it, but I was watching a lot of like, there's a lot of YouTube shows dedicated just to racing games, and the whole sim racing on PC, it's kind of ridiculous, man. I didn't realize that it had such a huge following, and there's games out there that just a shit ton of people play.
Yep. I've currently invested in one. I've only paid like €10, I think it was, but it's called Project Cars.
Oh, is that kart racing game?
It's not kart racing now.
Oh.
It's a full-blown racing simulator. Well, they're doing a very interesting business model where the consumers will, give them money, and in return we can put our feedback into pre-alphas and alphas and betas they put out. So it's very cool.
Yeah, this game looks ridiculous too from the screenshots I've seen. Looks really good.
Gorgeous as well.
I know. I'm looking at a picture of this SRWS one steering wheel right now. This thing's like out of the world. It's got so many damn buttons on it. I wouldn't even know what to do. That's kind of ridiculous.
My only problem is, how do you accelerate and brake? Does it have triggers in the back, or do you have to use pedals?
There is. It says there are paddles in the back. There's paddles on the back of it for shifting, throttles, and brakes.
Okay.
But this thing looks almost cumbersome. Like, I don't even know how you would properly hold on to it and control it, as well as being able to press the buttons.
Yeah.
But it does look cool. I mean, I give him that. And that's from Sim Raceway.
Yeah. It's like Mario.
legit.
It's like Mario Kart Wii for the hardcore.
Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous. I'll definitely post a note to that in the show notes. But yeah, it looks pretty cool.
Looking at the buttons, you got like look back, look right, look left, assists, launch control.
There's got to be at least 20 buttons on this controller.
Request pit.
Is it really?
Yeah. Top left.
Wow. So, like, I mean, for this to work properly, a lot of the developers are going to have to put quite a bit of work into getting this fully supported, I would imagine, into their games that are already going. But I don't know. I know they got some crazy setups for sim races on PC already. I mean, a lot of people have like the full like the racing seat with the whole paddle shifters and and all that stuff already. So I imagine a lot of these games probably already have a lot of support for different controllers.
Yeah.
I've never played one though, but
yeah, there's a ton of simulators out there, like Netcar and GTR. I can't think of any more because I don't remember them. There's so many.
Yep. There's actually a YouTube channel online that I'll post a link to that. I can't remember what it's called at the moment either, but that's all they do is like review PC racing sim games.
Yeah. And don't expect to play them with the joypad. It's not going to work very well.
No, I mean, like, these games are fully set out they are developed to drive just like a car. And they're pretty much every time they play them, they've got the whole setup. They've got the controller, the steering wheel, the separate shifter, the brake and pedals at the bottom, and all that. I mean, it's a full get up.
I wish I had money to do that.
I know, too.
That'd be so cool.
It's so expensive, though, and you have to have so much room.
Yeah.
But that would be legit. I mean, have like a, like a 30-inch monitor, a 30-inch cinema display right in front of your face, and having the whole thing and just play racing games on it. Dude, that would be awesome.
30-inch? What are you talking about? 100-inch projector?
Oh, fuck that. You'd have to sit away like 20 feet to see something like that. Other big news, which I am so excited about, Diablo 3. May 15th release date. The day I told my wife she might get the divorce papers ready.
The day the podcast dies.
The day the podcast might die on that day. No, I don't know. I'll be so damn excited for this game. That's probably all I'll talk about for maybe a few months. So prepare you guys for that. If you don't like Diablo, you might not want to continue listening to the podcast after May. No, not really. listen to it every day.
When he says months, he means years.
No, but I'm really excited. This was I completely did not expect this at all. They talked for a long time that it may even be pushed back to 2013, which that's what I was expecting for. I thought there would be like maybe a first quarter launch or something like that in 2013. But then all of a sudden they just came out and said May 15th release, and I was like, oh my God, I think I just shat myself. I was so excited for it. Sadly, they're going to release it without PvP at first because I guess the PvP wasn't up to their par, or so they say. Which probably just means that since they're firing a shit ton of people over at Blizzard, they probably just didn't have enough resources to get it out properly. But, Diablo 3, May 15th. Mark it on your calendars. Get this shit pre-ordered, buy it up, and play it. It's the only game you'll ever need.
I won't be.
So sad.
It isn't.
So sad.
It is awesome.
Now, did you ever play the original Diablo games, though?
I played 2 briefly. I couldn't get into it.
Oh my god! You call yourself a gamer? No, I completely understand. It's not a game for everybody, but that's like my perfect game style. Like I love the hack and slash action RPGs, and of course, I talk all about Diablo, which I've done in the past, so we won't go into that. But definitely huge news. I'm very excited for it. So prepare yourself when that shit is released. That is all I'm going to be playing and talking about. And I actually just hopped on my Blizzard account this morning, and I saw where the pre-game download's available for me. So I'll probably hit that up afterwards and get that shit pre-installed. So come midnight on May 15th, I can start playing.
I'll be playing some undisclosed game anyway.
Diablo's gonna be so much better. No.
Screw you, buddy.
2 completely different types of games, but again.
Oh yes.
Other big news. I actually posted a quick piece on this over at socialnerdgasm.com. NVIDIA just released their GeForce 680 chipsets. This shit's gonna be awesome.
That shit's big.
It's gonna be awesome. What they're able to do with this new graphics chipset, it blows me away. And it's actually going to be reasonably priced. Now, again, it's still expensive because GPUs are always expensive. Yeah. But they're talking about releasing this. I mean, it's being released in like the $499, $500 range, which is pretty cool because a single card with this new chipset is as powerful as 2 to 3 of current generation cards. So I mean, this thing is just like. It's awesome. That's all I can say about it. They actually posted a video up. This thing is going to be capable of a single card. Of course, I'm sure it's going to be like a top of the line, fully maxed out card, probably even factory overclocked. But it's capable of powering 4 monitors while running 3D on 3 of them. That's crazy. I mean, like I said in my post, why would you ever need 4 monitors? You don't. But it's the fact that you can do it that makes it awesome. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. But the biggest news coming out of this new chipset that I really liked, since I'm a laptop gamer, and you're a laptop gamer as well, but the new 600 mobile series that they're releasing for laptops, the way they're engineered and the new architecture for these chipsets, they're so small and quiet and they run so cool that they're actually going to be able to put these in Ultrabooks and be able to run some pretty graphic heavy games. So you'll be able to get Ultrabooks coming out that are just as powerful as probably my laptop currently, which is ridiculous considering my thing's like a 10-pound beast.
I may get one.
I mean, I don't know though. A lot of people don't like laptop gaming. I don't know why. For me, it's kind of perfect because it's mobile. If I want to move it around, I can do that, whatever I want. Yeah, it's kind of behind in technology and stuff, but what they're going to be able to do with these like new 14-inch Ultrabooks, be able to take it anywhere you want, basically play any game you want. They were actually saying Acer's releasing an Ultrabook come, I think, at the end of May, where you'll be able to play games like Battlefield 3 at high settings, running around 30 frames per second, which is not a whole lot, but to be able to play Battlefield 3 at high settings for 30 frames per second in an Ultrabook, it's pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that means you'll be able to run games like Call of Duty 3, completely maxed out, 60 frames per second. Diablo 3, all these new releases coming out. Most of your MMOs, you'll be able to max those things out, no problem.
The the feature that actually excited me the most was the FXAA, and they mentioned that it uses almost no power.
Yeah. Yep.
I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like from the articles I posted that just the complete new engineering process that they went through on making this new chipset is just like NVIDIA says it's the most powerful chipset that they've ever developed. And from the sound of it, it's supposed to be like super quiet too. It doesn't heat up a lot like the current chipsets do. Just the way that they completely redeveloped their engineering process, it sounds like it's going to be a really good thing for future gamers.
I'll buy 2. No. Can't afford 2.
Buy 2, then you can run 2 100-inch projection screens.
Like run 8 monitors.
There you go. I think that was ridiculous, though. But they did show it playing. Well, they didn't actually show gameplay, but they showed screenshots of somebody playing Skyrim in 3D with the fourth monitor on top of the middle monitor with like a website on it and stuff, which was just ridiculous, but it's still cool nonetheless.
Yep.
I don't even know what kind of desk you'd have to have something set up like that. It had like 3 30-inch monitors. Ridiculous. Still cool nonetheless.
Dream on.
I know, right? I'd like to have the money for what that kind of setup would cost. It'd just be ridiculous. But I did think it was pretty cool that they were releasing that like $500 chipset, because they could have probably easily put $600-700 on it, which what they're doing with that is they're just trying to undercut NVIDIA's new 7079 or something like that. The latest NVIDIA chipset that just released last December, which was supposedly the most powerful chipset out. But NVIDIA kind of kicked ATI's ass with that one, and they just released this, undercut it with the price, and plus it's more powerful.
Note, ATI doesn't exist. It's AMD now.
AMD, correct. Yep. I'm still living in the golden years.
Yeah.
So the AMD chipset they released in December.
Yeah.
But yeah, what they did, they just released this a few months later. It's more powerful, and then they undercut the price on it. So kudos, NVIDIA.
Yeah.
Yep. Any other news you caught?
Okay. Prepare your wallets.
Nope. Nope.
3 indie bundles have just been released.
Oh, God.
Let's start with Humble Indie Bundle. They're doing their second Android bundle, but they do come with Steam keys for every game apart from one. And you get Cannonbolt, Zenbound 2, Cogs, Abaddon the Black Fortress, and Swords and Soldiers if you beat the average.
Crazy.
Yep.
Swords and Soldiers is a fun game.
The only game I've played... Oh, no, I've actually played 2 there. Cogs and Cannonbolt. Cannonbolt is a flash game, and it's just really fun. You basically see how far you can get your character to run, to how far you can run. It's like an arcadey sort of thing.
Right.
Then we have Indie Royale Lightning Pack. Their Lightning Packs are usually focused on a particular developer or a particular game or something. This time it's Ninja Bee, which I've actually never heard of. They're offering Ancients of Uga, Cloning Clyde, A Kingdom for Keflings, Outpost Kaloki, and a bonus game, Band of Bugs. And
most of you guys might know what these games are because these are all, when they first came out, these were Xbox Live games.
Yeah.
Very, very popular Xbox Live games, too.
Yeah. I recognized Cloning Clyde and Outpost Kaloki. I didn't know the name of the developer, you see.
Gotcha.
And now for what I think is the bigger bundle in terms of what games you get. And this is from Indie Gala. This is their third bundle. And you get Trapped Dead, Greed Black Border, Future Wars, Grotesque Tactics, and Twin Sector, which, by the way, is a crap game. And if you beat the average, you have to beat the average to get Grotesque Tactics and Twin Sector, but you also get bonuses along the way, as it says in the front page.
I've kind of always wanted to play Grotesque Tactics. I hear it's kind of shitty, but it just seems like it'd be fun to play.
I heard it's quite fun, and it's very comedic.
Yeah, yep. That's the whole premise behind it. It's kind of making fun of a lot of games.
Yeah.
This Greed Black Border, it looks pretty cool. Hack and slash RPG.
Yeah, I almost bought that.
with the sci-fi theme.
I almost bought that in the Steam end of year sale. Glad I didn't now.
And Trap Dead is basically your third person zombie survival game. Those are always good.
Yay, zombies.
Those are always good. Killing some zombies.
Future Wars kind of looks like Advanced Wars, but I could be wrong.
They need to take a damn break with these indie games, man. They're breaking my wallet.
Bye-bye, wallet.
It's because the games are so damn cheap, it's hard to pass them up, and then you never have enough time to go around and actually try them out.
I know.
That's what sucks about it.
It's like 15 games there, and you can pay about probably about $10.
Yep. And get every single one of them. And a lot of times, I mean, these are games that are like, $10, $15 a pop on Steam by themselves.
Yep.
I mean, it's a hell of a deal, but goddamn, take a break with them.
Stop breaking our wallets.
I know, right? Ah, God. Going back to more Blizzard news, we have Mist of Pandaria beta has officially released.
It's so ridiculous.
And sadly, I could really give a shit care less.
I can see the fun of being a panda, but come on.
I know. I don't know. I guess there's some badass ninja monks or something, but I can honestly just give a shit care less. I just want Diablo. Bring me Diablo and I'll be happy, Blizzard. You've already fucked up enough of my shit this year with my passwords and my accounts being hacked multiple times, so just bring me Diablo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even really want to talk about that. I just saw that the beta came out. And I did not get a beta invite, which is bullshit because my account's set up for, I'm supposed to get one of the first chances to play betas because I did that whole buy a year World of Warcraft and get Diablo plus beta access and stuff. But
I got fucked over, sucker.
I know. Blizzard just fucking me over. One of the long-time fans just screwed me over. I didn't get a Diablo 3 beta either. Fuckers.
They're in their studio right now going, ha ha ha, stupid consumer.
I know, right? And last bit of news that I had, and I didn't really read much into it because I can honestly care less because this game series is dead to me. But it seems like EA might actually, or I guess I should say BioWare, might actually be changing the ending of Mass Effect 3 to, fit the needs of the consumers. Because everybody's been a bunch of whiny bastards about it. What's your take on this? I mean, for me, I think it's cool that they're going to do this, but then again, they developed this game the way they wanted to develop it.
Yep.
Just because people didn't like it. I mean, people were getting together and, pulling through lawsuits and stuff like that because they didn't like the ending of this game. I mean, as a consumer base, are you guys just fucking retarded?
Yep.
I mean, you have no right to tell these people how to make this game.
It's their story. They can say it however the hell they like. Shut the fuck up.
I know. Just for their sake, and I'm not usually down with this, but I hope that they do release this, and I hope it's like a $20 DLC. I hope they charge the shit out of it for people. Just so people realize how fucking stupid they are. Of course, it'll just give them something else to bitch about, and, they'll keep hating on EA and BioWare and all this shit, and then they'll just roll around and buy their next game.
Keep in mind, I do love the Mass Effect universe, but in the end of the day, you have to respect the artist's intentions.
Exactly. But whatever, people are just being stupid, being little babies about the whole situation.
Yep. Haters gotta hate.
Exactly. Did you see anything else in the news?
I got a ton.
Oh, go for it, man, because I'm done. I'm dried out.
Okay. We'll just do it briefly because we're going quite a bit into this episode. One that actually caught my eye. It was very took me off guard. Ys Oath in Felghana arrived on Steam.
Oh yes.
I just did not expect that to come at all. Although the game was originally on PC, but only in Japan. So, but
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I am excited to get it. I haven't bought it yet, but I'd love to get it.
I am too, because I sold my PSP, and that was one of the games I always wanted to play.
Yeah, I have a PSP, but I think I'd rather get it on the original system it was intended for.
Oh, definitely.
Or the system I prefer anyway.
So true.
Something else that caught my eye is Dark Souls might be coming to PC.
Oh, I know. I'm pretty excited for that too.
Yeah. Namco saw the petition and it sort of influenced them to actually possibly do it. And it seems like the kind of game that's meant for PC, to be honest.
You know how beautiful that thing will look on PC? I mean, it's gorgeous on the PS3 the way it is.
Yeah.
But on PC, man, that thing would look amazing. And I'm always one of those guys, too. With the RPGs, I always prefer playing them on keyboard and mouse.
Yeah. I've never played any of the games in the series, but I am very intrigued by it.
They're hard as a motherfucker. I've never played them either, but they say they're hard.
Are they harder than Realm of the Mad God?
Fuck Realm of the Mad God. I don't know if they're that hard. That game is ridiculous. I still love it, though.
Have you reached level 20 yet?
Nope, haven't made it past 6 yet.
And the last piece of news that I got is the video game store chain in UK. It's gone into administration.
Now, I've seen a shit ton of stuff covering this. Please explain to me, and maybe some of our other dumber listeners out there, what exactly is administration?
I haven't got a fucking clue.
I keep hearing all this shit about Game and Game Station has gone into administration. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Is that like bankruptcy or what?
No, it's not bankruptcy. I think they get people to come in and they like discuss any strategies that they could do or something like that, I think.
Okay, so kind of like bringing in a third-party counselor to come in.
Yeah, something like that.
See how they can pull the shit out of the fan.
Yeah. At the moment, the rumors are they could be going into bankruptcy, or there is a company, I believe, interested in buying them out. I can't remember which company that was, though.
So if those close down, what's that leave you with? HMV?
Leaves us with HMV. It leaves us with CEX, which is a secondhand store. They deal with games and music and DVDs and Blu-rays.
Gotcha.
And I mean, their catalog is fucking huge. Although they only go as far as Xbox, GameCube, and PS2. But they still got a shitload of games.
Right.
What else do we have? We got the supermarkets, obviously, because they sell everything.
Now, I don't know about your like our supermarket, like Walmart's and Myers and Targets and stuff like that over here. Their PC gaming selection is usually pretty shit.
You should see ours. They have none.
They have none at all. So that's why I was wondering, because like over here, it's a disaster. I mean, even going into GameStop over here, their PC section is almost null and void. To be honest,
yeah.
That's why a lot of people just go with digital.
Yeah, you go to HMV, there's no PC there. Game was pretty good for PC actually. They had some great deals. Usually you go to a section that have 3 for £10, you have 2 for 15 and 2 for 30. It's really cool.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That sucks that they're closing down.
Yeah. I'm not bothered. I got Steam.
That's right. That's all you need. And there's so much shit online. Have you ever used Desura before?
Yes, but I'm not paid for anything.
I haven't either. I've never used it.
I've got a lot of keys that I got from indie bundles that don't have Steam, so I'd say, sod it, I'll use Desura.
Gotcha. Well, that's kind of sad that that's happening. Hopefully, something will somebody will come through and buy them out and, help them out.
Let's see if they counter-attack.
So true.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we'll go ahead and move into our free game of the week. And my free game of the week is League of Legends. Like I've said, I've already talked about it. Definitely hop on that and give it a try because it's so much fun. And it's really one of those games that I think anybody can sit down and play and enjoy because it's not a game that you really have to put a lot of time into it. I mean, you can hop into one game. It's one of those games when you hop into it, your stats reset after every game. So it's not like a continuing thing where you're trying to continually level up and stuff like that. So you can hop on, play for a half hour, and hop off and, not think anything about it. And it's completely free. So go check it out, League of Legends.
I like the fact that you discussed it earlier, and so you decided, I'm going to be lazy.
That's the only free game I played this week. I could have said Team Fortress 2.
Who said he had to play it to discuss it?
I don't want to suggest a free game and I've never played it. That's kind of makes me. That's being hypocritical.
Or a PC game
what if
that
it's
you
pure
played
shit?
in the past, or something in the past, which I'm doing.
Well, I didn't want to. I like League of Legends, so that's what I'm recommending.
I can't blame you, really. Giving you all this shit, and I can't blame you anyway.
I know. Talking about lazy shit. You're just as lazy.
Yeah, I am.
Well, what's your free game of the week?
My free game of the week is N.
N.
If you're familiar with N Plus, which is on 360,
yes.
PC, PS3, I believe PSP and DS as well, then you have a pretty clear indication of what this is about. It is a physics-based platformer, and it is very trial and error. Now, the levels in N is completely different to N+. N+ is completely new levels. But N is Flash-based. You can download it, which is cool. And you play a ninja, so you can like jump around on walls and just jump in the air, but like a maniac or whatever. But you do have to watch for sentries and turrets. Some of them have machine guns or rockets, lasers. There's spikes, mines. No, there's no spikes, actually. I was thinking of mines. Yeah, completely free, very tiny download, and pretty much actually every laptop should be able to run it.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And it's on Mac, PC, and Linux.
I'll have to download it because I had N Plus on the DS when it came out. That game is so much fun.
Oh, it's awesome. I remember playing it in college.
Yep.
We were supposed to do work, and then I was like, sod it. I got my friends to get in, and we see how many levels we can do.
I know. It's one of those games. It doesn't matter how many times a level kicks your ass. You keep playing it.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Going back. So yeah, good recommendation, man. Good recommendation. It's definitely not on par with League of Legends, though. Just put that out there. Buddy. Just put that out there. All right, we're going to go ahead and wrap up the podcast with a couple of community questions. The first one is from our pal Ben Smock over on Facebook, and he asks, what is your favorite class in Team Fortress 2?
Oh, okay.
This one ought to be, I think I know yours for this.
No, mine's changed over time a lot.
Really?
Yeah. I used to be a very pyro heavy, then I was sniper heavy, and I've been very heavy. I
was going to say, I know you usually like to play a pyro.
Yeah, but what I usually do is I do look at what we have in the team and I go depending on what we need.
Right, and sadly, a lot of people don't do that.
No, they're idiots.
Yeah, exactly. Team Fortress 2 is very heavily relied on as far as being a team-based game, and a lot of people just don't get it.
Just to give an example, a map called Two Fort, which is it's a capture the flag based map, and it's got a center which is very open world basically, and you will find a lot of snipers there because they're idiots.
Right.
But I remember I went in a server. There was a few people in there, and the other team must have been idiots or something because I was a scout and I could get the flag every single time. They didn't defend it very well at all.
Yeah, a lot of people don't do that. And that's usually, you can easily point out when you're playing with people who are new to the game, who are just trying it out because it is free to play now. But, I mean, it's those type of people, like, you want to try to help them out, but they either don't care or they just have no idea what's going on whatsoever.
Yeah.
But there's so many noob-friendly servers out there for that game.
Yeah, there's still a lot of people that have played it for the longest time that still haven't got a clue what they're doing.
Right.
Like they don't understand what to do with their character, like what their proper role is.
Now, see, I even though I've been playing as much as I have been, there's still some of those. I've been working on engineer, which I'm getting better at, but spy, for instance, I can't play a spy.
No, I can't do spy.
Absolutely terrible at it. I fail every time. And I usually play with my brother-in-law, and he's been trying to spy out pretty hardcore the last couple of weeks. And he's getting quite a bit better at it. But the spy, man, that is one role that is very tough to master.
Yeah. So to answer your question, I think my favorite class is probably pyro. Either pyro or heavy, because recently, not today, but a few months ago when I jumped back in, I was a heavy and kicked everyone's ass. It was fun.
Yep. I'm in the same boat. I switch it up depending on what the actual game needs at the moment. But I'd have to say my favorite to play is probably the medic. I really enjoy playing the medic, especially if I can get a good heavy on the team that knows what they're doing, and I can just heal it. I mean, we can pretty much dominate. And vice versa. If we got good medics, I'll switch over to a heavy.
Yeah.
And as long as the medic knows what they're doing, a heavy and a medic, man, they can make or break a game, really. But I've also been playing quite a bit of the engineer lately. I've been trying to get better at the engineer because there's specific maps where an engineer really, really makes the game. Like they can actually win it for you if they're placing things properly. And then I've been dabbling in the sniper a little bit, been trying to get my sniper down, which I kind of suck at from time to time. I take a little bit too much time getting a good aim on it, but I'd say my favorite is probably most definitely the medic.
Yeah. The thing with the sniper, you need to know the main points where the other snipers are going to be. That's the only problem, but you do need to wait until the power goes up so you can get the maximum amount of force.
Right. All right, next question is from our buddy Jeff Edmonds, and he asks, what is the first PC game that got you hooked into PC gaming?
I don't know.
Really? You can't even make something up?
Diablo. I'm not going to say going back all the way back to the Amiga, because, well, for one, I don't remember, and it's not really Windows-based, if you know what I mean.
Right.
Yeah, so if I would have to think of PC, I'm going to have to say a few games. Doom is definitely one. That was one of the first games I played. And Raptor and Blake Stone, I think.
Right.
Those three.
Right on. Probably the same with me. I probably got a couple. The one that really, really, really got me hooked into it was Diablo. For obvious reasons, but before that, the game that really first started me off into PC gaming was a little game that was packed in with my first computer called Journeyman, and I was
isn't it the Journeyman Project?
Journeyman Project.
Yeah,
is the first one. I think Good Old Games has the second and third one up available now.
Yeah, I really want the third one. It's nostalgic bliss to me.
I've never played the second or the third one, but I remember my first Packard Bell computer was packed in with the first Journeyman Project game.
Yeah.
And that really got me immersed because, I mean, it's kind of like a...
it's kind of like Myst.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of like Myst. It's not like point and click or anything, but it's like a first-person type adventure game. And you got different objectives. You go around and you check things out. And that just really blew my mind when that came out.
It's not as ridiculously hard as Myst either, though.
Right. But that really got me into it at first. And then Diablo. So,
good choice.
We've actually got quite a few questions, but we will take one more because we had one guy ask us like 3 different questions. We'll take one more and we'll save the rest for another show. The next one is from our buddy Derek Kemp, aka Mr. Techno Squeak. He asked Counter-Strike 1.6 or Counter-Strike Source.
Honestly, I'm going to say Source.
I got to say Source too. I could not find my 1.6 to go back through because I was actually going to install it to play it, so I can compare the two for this show, but I couldn't find it, and it's been such a long time since I played 1.6. But really, I mean, Source is basically the same thing, just with the Source engine, right?
Actually, there is differences, but you have to be very technical to actually realize them. It's to do with the gameplay that they're slightly different.
Okay, so somebody like me probably wouldn't really be able to tell that big of a difference.
No.
Right. But, so Counter-Strike Source for me because obviously for what it is, the Source engine is a good-looking engine. It's very capable. It plays games well. It's got a lot of good fluidity to it. So I would say Source.
Yeah, Source for me as well because it's the game that really got me into online gaming. And I was able to just play with my friends. It was my friends that actually recommended Source to me. It's like, you should get Source. I did, and I've had a blast ever since.
We're going to have to hop on that and play. You'll have to show me the ropes.
When I have time.
When I have time, too. When I'm not packing shit up or working. So, guys, thanks again for all the awesome questions. We actually had like 4 more questions, but like I said, we'll save those for another podcast. Keep the questions up. I'll keep posting them over on Facebook. Check us out on iTunes. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and rate and leave us a comment on iTunes. We really do appreciate it. Obviously, I'll leave all the show notes. You can check out the website and all that good stuff, and hit us up on Twitter and Facebook.
I hope you enjoyed the intro.
Yeah. Let us know what you think about the intro, because I think it sounds awesome. I think it sounds really awesome.
I think it sounds shit, but what do I know?
Yeah, it's your own work, so you always think it sounds like shit, but it sounds good. It really does.
I like it. Don't worry.
All right, guys. So until next time, we'll catch you later.
Bacon.
Peace. Bye.